Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go over NHL 93 as we go through the 30 NHL games in 30 days for the month of September. Yesterday we did NHL 92. I went through all of the gameplay features, looked at the game, the graphics, and everything that you could do in that game, and was actually pleasantly surprised for a game that was released in, I think, 1991. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. But today we are going to cover NHL 93. And again, guys, if you want to catch every one of these streams live, I go live at 12 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/nosleeves12. Tomorrow we will be doing NHL 94 and so forth. So if you want to come check that out, that is the place to do it live. All right, let's get into the game review of NHL 93. All right, so here we go. NHLPA Hockey 93. Now, the first thing that you're going to notice is that this is the NHLPA and not the NHL. So unlike the prior game, this one does not have any rights to the actual NHL organization. So you'll see here when you're picking teams, you're not the Pittsburgh Penguins, you're just Pittsburgh. If you go through it, it's all pretty normal until you get to, I believe, the New York Islanders, because obviously there's already a New York team in the Rangers. You're actually just Long Island in this one. So that is the only downfall of NHL 93 in terms of the prior game. And honestly, I think having the player names in is a lot more important, or it makes the game a lot better than having just the team-based names. Because in NHL 92, it's the complete opposite. So, that is probably the biggest change just in terms of the actual rights and everything like that to the game. All right, so when it comes to the actual game modes, it's really the exact same as NHL 92. You've got the regular season, you can start a playoff run, or you can do a 7-game series in the playoffs. Now, that is the exact same really as NHL 92, so that doesn't really change. And then here you can choose how many players. You can have 2 on the same team. You can play head-to-head against your opponent, or you can just play as yourself. Then again, same thing. You select your teams. This screen looks almost exactly the same. You've got period length. You want to go 5 minutes. Then penalties, you can do off except fighting. You could do on. Everything is on. And then on except offsides. So that means there will be no offsides. You don't get a penalty for it. And then you can choose line changes. Other than that, this is a lot, or the exact same as NHL 92. Now, where it differs is right when you load into the game. There's a lot more production. There's a lot more production. Is Ron Barr for EASN, so EA Sports Network. He'll give a little intro to every game that you've got, along with the actual ratings for each team. So Washington's actually a pretty big powerhouse with 9 shooting, 9 is the highest that I've seen, I believe. So 9 is actually nuts. Long Island, not very good here. The overall is 4 for Long Island, 8 for Washington, Long Island being the New York Island. So once you're in game, guys, this is far different. The amount of upgrades and things that they put in NHL 93 compared to 92 is actually pretty staggering. So when you start the game, you're at the start screen, whatever. You can change your goalie, which is still hilarious because you can't do that in NHL 21. But then you go to edit lines, and that's where things get a lot more different. You could edit your lines in NHL 92, but it was just a lot less appealing. So here you'll see this is the line editor for scoring line 1. You've also got scoring line 2, and then you've also got the checking line. So if we go back out, the one thing I want to say here is you can actually set the original one or save the team. So we'll go ahead and exit. But when you go here, the team roster, this is a really, really cool screen. So you can see everything right here, but you also can now see their ratings. So if you press over here, you'll see all of the teams and you'll see the lines. So scoring line 1 right here, as you see for the New York Islanders, you got Jeff Finley, Tom Kerver, Steve Thomas, Pierre Turgeon, and Patrick Flatley. And you see on the right-hand side the ratings. So Pierre Turgeon rated an 80 overall. Jeff Finley only a 35. And then you can actually hit over, and you'll see the individual attributes for each player, which is awesome. You also got their handedness and all of that. So that is a big increase from NHL 92 because you couldn't even see their attributes. You just had to basically Google and find out what they were rated. You can then go down here to scoring line 2, and then obviously the checking line as well. You can also set your power play, which is pretty sweet. Now, another really cool feature is you've got other scores. So it will show you basically an out-of-town scoreboard, and it'll show you the current stats. And why I want to bring this up is because there's something that's legit staggering to me that was in a game in 1992. So I'll show you that in a little bit. But yeah, there is an out-of-town scoreboard. Now, there is no season that carries on. So you don't it's not like you load into an 82-game season, which is kind of tough. But yeah, I'll come back to this in just a little bit. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hop into the gameplay from my stream. early on today, and I'll just show you guys the highlights of everything that was going on, and then afterwards we'll talk about all the new features and everything like that that's in NHL 93. Welcome to Pittsburgh. I'm Ron Barr for EASN. Pittsburgh is a team of stars. Mario Lemieux, Kevin Stevens, Joe Mullen, Rick Tocchet, and a young Jaromir Jagr provide constant action with a variety of signature moves. An exciting team to play and watch. San Jose is one of the most popular teams in the game. Okay? Link gets checking. And in goal tonight, Tom Barrasso for Pittsburgh and Jeff Hackett for San Jose. Dude, look at the skating ratings. Puck receptions are like NHL 22. Backhand, big save. I'm not gonna lie, the skating feels a lot more fluid, like a lot smoother than NHL 92. What a goal! Bang! What a clapper! Samuelson assisted by Stevens. Here's Jagr. Oh my god, Jagr is fast, dude. Big save. Let's go. 2-on-0. Penalty? Oh my god, it went in! Bang! Stevens! Okay, period over. 2-0 Pittsburgh. Alright, let's see. Scoring summary. Oh wow, dude, it actually has like... Okay, I'm excited with this. Alright. Other scores. I mean, come on! That's pretty sick, dude. Like, if you were playing a regular season, it's like, I wonder who won. Like, that's kind of cool, dude. And it literally says in the second and third periods. How does that work? Game stats. So the actual menu for your stats has been upgraded too. Look at passing percentage, 69. Nice. Big save. Barrasso, get up! What a couple of saves there. Whew. I mean, we send him. Oh, what a save! Dude, Hackett's nuts. Hello? That was Mario. Big hit. I mean, that's unacceptable, bro. You gotta have that. It's Lemieux. Big shot on. You just run the goalie, though. Some things don't change, yeah. Skating is so much better in this game, though. Oh, what a snipe! Bang! It's Jagr assisted by Lemieux. Okay. Okay, dude. What a snipe. You know, I can't tell. And it's a goal. Bang! It's Lemieux. Okay. He's got that oh, yeah, absolutely, bro. I don't know if you can back skate. Yeah, like, technically you're skating, like... Dude, look, it says the scores down below the other game. Hartford is pumping Buffalo 7-3. I'm actually pretty impressed, man. I'm pretty impressed with the menus. And, like, it shows points and everything. Like, I'm okay with that. We got balanced scoring throughout the lineup. The crowd meter, though. 100 decibels. 100 decibels. This is NHL 93. Wanted to quickly mention this feature here. So this crowd meter, it turns out the higher your crowd decibels go, the higher the home team's attributes will go up. Like, that's actually insane to me that this was in a Sega Genesis game. I mean, they're just going insane at the Igloo. Oh, the spinorama. I'm getting danced. Okay, he's out. He's backdoor. When does the backdoor one-timer become the meta? Dude, Jagr just flies, bro. Jagr flies. No goalie trapezoid either. You know what's crazy, chat? There's actually kids that are going to get drafted in the NHL that actually don't remember a time when there was no trapezoid. How sick... I mean... You've got to have that, Fenton. What a grinder goal, dude. I mean, let's not give up the lead here. Bang. Big win, chat. The Pro Set stars of the game. EA's already got sponsors in the game. Paul Fenton for the Sharks, Mario Lemieux, and Kevin Stevens. So I mentioned earlier about how the out-of-town scoreboard was pretty crazy in terms of like what it actually showed and whatnot. Now that scoreboard of just showing the time left in the game and the score, that's okay. I mean, like, that's a nice touch. But they actually added in highlights from the game that showed big moments from certain games that they were cycling through in terms of the score, which I just thought was insane when you consider that this game was made like 30 years ago, and I we've never had anything like that in a franchise mode ever. So I don't know if it was like 6 just games that was saved over and they just showed the same clips, or if it like somehow auto-generated, but I don't know. I just thought this was really impressive. They also added in a bunch of things that unfortunately over the couple hours I played just didn't see. Apparently you could break the glass behind the goalie with slap shots, but I was ripping them with everybody and hit the glass a few times, but it just bounced right back out. Never saw it break. I also didn't see fights at all. I tried an entire game where I took basically the 2 toughest teams and just tried to hit a lot, but couldn't get any fights to go either, and I thought that was a little weird considering NHL 92, it was like literally fights all the time. So when it comes to just side-by-side gameplay, I think what I'm going to do is, as we go throughout the series, I'm going to compare the first game in the generation of consoles and then the current one that we're on. So obviously, we're going to do 92 and 93 here, but next video, we'll do 92 and 94 and just see how long it comes within that console generation. And it isn't really a huge graphical improvement. I mentioned a lot in that gameplay, though, that the actual gameplay felt a lot smoother. In NHL 92, it felt like as you were skating, you were just slipping, and to go back and forth, it was really, really tough. But in NHL 93, it was much more improved. So in the end, NHL 93 was a far better game, and they added in a lot of different things that was actually pretty crazy when you consider, again, the time that the game came out in the early 90s. But just year over year, they added a lot in. The only downfall is that they didn't have the NHL licenses. So, I mean, other than the Long Islanders, I guess, you know, you really don't notice it either because they just use the team name or the city name. But adding the actual players' names in was a huge W. But all in all, NHL 93, not a bad game at all for the Sega Genesis era. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel and tune in, as every single day throughout the month of September, I will be playing a new game of NHL, 30 games in 30 days. So make sure that you keep it locked here. And any NHL 22 info that comes out, I'll be sure to get it to you. All right, guys, have a good one. Trent Yawney, man.